If you're dealing with guilt from your parents, particularly if you're heading home for the holidays, why aren't you staying the whole weekend? What do you mean you're not going to be here Friday night? You don't want to stay at the house? If you're starting to get that, I've got some advice for you. First of all, wrap your brain around this. When your parents express guilt, it is a disguise for love. And here's the thing about guilt. Guilt only works if you allow it to affect you. And so here's what you're going to do the next time your mom or your dad says something and you start to feel guilty. First of all, you need to create some emotional distance. So realizing that you're starting to feel guilty, that's the number one step. The second you realize, oh my gosh, I feel guilty. Now I'm not going to be there for 2 nights. Why? Stop, create some emotional distance, and realize that guilt isn't about you. It's about the person that's making you feel guilty. You see, your mom and your dad, they were probably parented by somebody who made them feel guilty. They were taught to do this as an expression of love. The second thing that you're going to do once you have the emotional distance and you realize, oh wait, this isn't my thing, it's their thing, you're going to address it because nobody sees this coming. Human beings are marvelous about tiptoeing around issues. The second that you get clear, it is amazing how people change around you. So you're not going to let the guilt land on you. You're going to see it coming, you're going to create the emotional distance, and then you're going to address it. So how do you address it? You address it by talking about the real issue. You say, Mom, instead of complaining that I'm not going to be home the entire weekend, could you please just say what you really mean, which is that you love me and that you miss me and you would like to find more ways that we can spend time together. And your mom will go, what? Because we don't talk about the real issue, which is when parents don't get to see you that often, they miss you. That's it. And instead of saying that, and instead of saying they love you, we speak through guilt trips. You don't want to buy a ticket to their guilt trip, do you? So this is how you're going to stop it. You're going to see it coming, you're going to create emotional distance, you're going to realize they were taught to do this, they don't know any better, and then you're going to address it and redirect it and talk about the real issue. Because here's the deal. Guilt has nothing to do with you unless you allow it to have something to do with you. When somebody who loves you expresses guilt, it's a sign about them. You know what the sign is? It's that something about your relationship isn't going as they expected. They thought you'd live closer. They thought your job wouldn't be so busy. They had these grand visions about how Thanksgiving was going to go and the whole family would be there for 4 or 5 days. And they want you there because they love you. Even though you have a rough relationship, they still love you and they still want to see you. So when you're not there for the amount of time that they expected, or things don't go how they expected as parents, they express guilt. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but it's what they were taught to do. And so you understanding that is going to help you create an emotional distance. And then you're going to teach your parents to speak to you differently. Oh, you can only come for 2 days. I understand. Here's the deal though. I love you and I really miss you and I really wanted you to be home for 4 days. So do you think we could find some time to spend time together at another time so I can see you? Because that's really what the issue is. Look, you can't control what your mom or dad is going to say. You can't control how they're going to react to the news that you're only going to be there for a night or 2. But you can control how you react. And remember, guilt only works if you allow it to.